140 Japanese yen per US dollar means that 1 unit of US dollar, since this is per US dollar, will be equal to 140 units of Japanese yen. So if this exchange rate increases to 150 Japanese yen per US dollars, that is, increases from 140 Japanese yen per US dollar to 150 Japanese yen per US dollar, then that implies that Japanese yen has depreciated. And the big question is why? Before now, 140 units of Japanese yen could buy 1 US dollar, but now we need more Japanese yen to buy the same 1 US dollar. So that implies that Japanese yen has depreciated. Since Japanese yen has depreciated, then that implies that US dollar has appreciated. Using this currency pair X per Y, it is obvious from what we discussed earlier that currency X is the price currency and currency Y is the base currency. So if the price currency appreciates, the base currency will depreciate. Also, if the price currency depreciates, then the base currency will appreciate. As far as this currency pair is concerned. Still moving on, if this exchange rate of 140 Japanese yen per US dollar decreases to 130 Japanese yen per US dollar, then that implies that Japanese yen has appreciated. Why? Japanese yen has appreciated because before now we need more units of Japanese yen to purchase 1 US dollar, but now we need fewer units of Japanese yen to purchase the same 1 US dollar. Since Japanese yen has appreciated, that implies that US dollar has depreciated. These examples that we used here relating to exchange rates are referred to as nominal exchange rates. The nominal exchange rate shows the raw currency value and represents the number of price currency units per unit of the base currency. Here, that is when dealing with this exchange rate, we do not adjust for price levels in both countries, or we could just simply say that we do not adjust for inflation. As agreed on the previous slide, an increase in this currency pair X against Y means that currency X has depreciated, or we could say has weakened, and currency Y has strengthened. So as an investor, if you expect this currency pair to increase, you obviously want to hold the appreciating currency, and that is currency Y, because holding the appreciating currency Y would boost the X value of Y denominated assets. So that we are all on the same page on what is going on here, let us look at this example. If this currency pair, which is US dollars against euro, rises from 1 to 1.3, that implies that US dollars, which is the price currency, has depreciated or weakened, and euro, which is the base currency, has appreciated, thus making euro denominated assets worth more when converted back into US dollars. Imagine you are a US based investor. As a US based investor, let us assume that you have $100 when the exchange rate was at 1 US dollar per euro. You converted these US dollars to euro. It is obvious that converting these 100 US dollars to euro will be 100 euros. Few months down the line, the exchange rate moved from 1 to 1.3, but fortunately for you, your asset is in euros. Since your home currency is US dollars, if you want to convert these 100 euros back to US dollars, what will you have in your home currency? So the new exchange rate is this. That's 1.3 US dollar per euro. So that implies that 1 euro is equal to 1.3 US dollars. So 100 euros will be equal to X. So in US dollars, your 100 euros will now be worth 130 US dollars. So based on what you had previously and what you currently have, it is obvious that you have gained from this transaction. So as a rule of thumb, you should always hold the currency you expect to appreciate, and if you are lucky and the currency you expect will appreciated, then you will gain.